What's up, guys? Welcome back to Off Tap Fights. Hope you guys are well. This is a new channel. We've only got one other video on here, so that means you are probably not subscribed yet. Go ahead, click that subscribe button and join the fam. We'd love to have you. Now, guys, as you see it from the title here, man, we're going to talk about the whole Conor machine. Is the machine over? Is the Conor era completely done? Is he going to be able like at all to come back after this injury that he's suffered? In a year, is he going to be able to be the Conor that we've all used to know and love? I mean, some of us still love him, but he's not the Conor of old, the one we used to know. Is that Conor truly gone? Is there the slightest hope that he is still there somewhere, lurking in the darkness? Is there a bit of him still there? I want to talk about that and share my opinions on that, because I think that there's a possibility that this might have been the wake-up call that Conor needed. This is going to play out one or two ways. Either this is going to be the wake-up call that Conor needed, and he's going to freaking really bite down and really freaking start putting in the serious wrench time, that training that he needs to put in to become the top seed athlete that he once was. Either he's going to do that and be like, man, I can't go out like this. This is not how I want my legacy to end. This is not how I want the story to end. I think there's a good chance that he's absolutely going to come back a little bit hungry. The hungrier Conor is, that is better, because that is the Conor of old. That's the Conor that we know. That's the Conor that we love. That hungry Conor, the one who had a lot of heart because he was hungry. But when you suddenly live that lap of luxury and you've reached, finally this amazing place, you've accomplished so many things, you suddenly have deep pockets, sometimes you lose a little bit of that hunger, and suddenly you aren't as effective as you might have been when you said we're hungrier and had more to fight for. And that has to be fueled by heart. I say it all the time, the person with the most heart, the person who's the hungriest, that's the person who's going to win. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if it's a David and Goliath story, I promise you, if David has more heart and is hungrier, David will find a way to topple Goliath. Now, Dustin right now, he's on a roll. This is his time to shine bright, and that's because he never stopped shining. He never stopped training. He never stopped. MMA isn't something, and fighting in general, or anything in general, let's not even just limit it to fighting, but in life, you can't just train for a month out of the year, or, in Conor's case, oh, I've got to fight. Okay, I guess I better train for a bit before this fight and go into your freaking, your camp, and just for that fight train, and then afterwards go back to chilling and drinking, the whiskey and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what he just does, but you guys get what I'm saying. The real fighters who are super hungry, and at one point in time, I imagine this was Conor as well, they're training all the time. It's not I'm going to freaking just take a break until I have another fight, and then I'll train, and then I'll surely will win. Nah, real fighters never stop training. They don't stop. They're constantly upping their game. They're putting in the work. They want to become the best version of themselves. They want to reach their full potential. And in order to do that, the grind cannot stop. You cannot fake the funk. And so you have to be ready at any given time. A real fighter is ready at any given time. If Dana said, yo, look, we need someone to fill in for this fight this weekend, there's a bunch of real fighters who are still super hungry with a lot of heart that'd be like, hey, I'm ready. I don't need my fight camp. I've been freaking training every single day as it is. I'm ready. Let's go. That's the guys who right now are freaking making the big boy moves. And that's why Dustin is freaking kicking ass and taking names right now, because he, it's like this, boom, okay, I got this fight. You might take a week off after the fight, just for, after, a little bit of a break. But the people who are freaking wanting to elevate and to be at the top, it ain't taking a long break, man. They take that freaking week the most, and then they're back training. You know what I mean? They're back training. And it's not because they even know when their next fight's going to be. They just know that in order to stay at the top, to stay an elite athlete, you have to keep training. You have to keep on doing that. How many times have you guys know, you've probably done it yourself, when you've actually, taken a break from yourself, even just training, exercising, working out, doing anything. Next thing you know, a freaking 2 weeks, 4 weeks later, you attempt to do 10 push-ups or 20 sit-ups or whatever the case is for you, and you suddenly struggle to do it. Or you're trying to go for a walk around the block, and it's like this huge struggle. You're like, damn, this is actually taking it out of me. That's what happens. You got to keep up on it, or if you don't, you'll lose it. You know what I mean? You'll regress. It'll take you a while to get back to that place again. So you have to stay fight ready. You got to stay fight fit. You got to be ready to go at any given time. And the people, again, who are at the top of the game, who are super hungry, who have the most heart, they are constantly wanting to elevate their game. And so this is where Conor needs to figure out for himself, where does he want to be? What does he want to do? Is this how he wants to end his career? Now, I don't think Conor wants to end on a loss, especially one like this. It's a really sad way to end your career. I don't think we'll see, he'll go out that way. I think Conor will definitely, I would say maybe in 2 years we'll see him back, maybe, because he's going to need a year to heal from this injury and everything, and then he'll probably need about 6 months to a year to actually rehabilitate, train, get ready, fight ready. I think it's going to be at least probably 2 years before we see Conor again in a fight. By then he'll be 34, 35. He's going to again miss out on some important time right now, where this should be his prime right now, where he's freaking banging and clanging and taking names. Right now he's kind of at a disadvantage. Meanwhile, Dustin, right now, he's still training and doing his thing. He's getting ready to fight for the championship. That should happen in December. I think that fight will happen in December, where he fights for the belt. And I think Dustin is going to take it. I think Dustin is hungry enough to be able to do it, has enough heart to be able to do it, has put in the hard work to achieve it. He hasn't stopped elevating his game. So Conor, does he want that? Is he still feeling that? Only Conor knows the answer to that. Only Conor can answer whether or not he wants to go out the way he's been going for the past 6 fights. He's only won 1. That's not a really good record, to have 1 out of 6 fights. Okay, granted, one of them was a boxing match or whatever, but still, he decided to do that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is one of those type of situations where he's got to freaking make some quick decisions right now. He's got to decide right now. What does he want to do? How does he want his career to end? How does he want his legacy to end? Is he still ready to put in the hard work and get another, at least, look, if he comes back, he could do pretty well, depending if he's hungry. If he's hungry and he puts in all the hard work, if anybody can do it, Conor can do it. And I think if he decides, yes, I want to be that hungry beast that I once was, I want to be that dominant figure that I once was, I think he could actually have 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 years, where he actually just freaking makes some good decisions in the octagon, and comes with some wins. Maybe even he could hold a belt again. Depends, again, how hungry he is. And if he can be that, if he can recapture that hunger. Now, it's going to be hard because, you know, we're talking about someone now who's also got a serious injury. This injury is going to change him. Whether or not he's going to be able to overcome it and be as effective, that's a question by itself. You know, that's a question. No matter how hungry he is, can he come back from this injury? Just, can he? Can he? So that's one of those questions that, again, only Conor can really answer. Can Conor overcome this? I gotta say, he's got a long road ahead of him. He's got a long road ahead of him, and it's not going to be easy. But again, if anyone can do it, Conor can. And if he decides to put in that hard work, that discipline, training every single day, not freaking only when I know I have a fight, but every single day, it's going to take him every single day, no days off, except for maybe once in a while. You know, you got to rest every once in a while to recoup, but it's going to take that kind of freaking just go broke type of attitude, super hungry type of attitude, more heart than freaking Rocky freaking had against Drago. It's going to take some freaking crazy madness to get him there. And even then, who knows if he's going to be able to take out someone like Dustin, who's very strong right now, who is basically, he's surpassed. You know, look, Conor is a natural talent. He's a naturally talented guy. But Dustin has made up that the difference that Conor maybe had initially. Conor was here and Dustin was here, but you can see that Dustin has put in that effort, and now look at him. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting to see. I mean, I think we'll get that fourth fight. It seems like a no-brainer. So, I mean, that will happen. I'm sure Dustin doesn't like kind of beating Conor. It looks like, because you're always going to have those people who are like, oh, you just won because he injured himself. You know, he could have still came back in the second round and won. I don't know, guys. The judges rated that first round. They scored it 10-8. So, yeah. And you've watched it. You'd know. Dustin had it, you know. So, it's very interesting. We'll have to wait and see, guys. I think that's just a wait and see. But only Conor can answer that. But I think if he does dig deep and find that Conor of before, and he every single day hits it hard, hey, it's the fight world. Anything could happen. So, wait and see. All right, guys. Anyways, awesome to chat with you guys on this one. I'll be back with another video soon. Keep it off tap, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. We out. In case I don't want to freaking fall and drop everything on film, that just sucks. Alright, guys, we're gonna do a little mission right now. Alright, this is just for you guys. We gotta get out of here!